What's up, everybody? It's Paul. In the drive home today, and just want to say what's up. But actually, really wanted to talk about life, business, sales, leadership, and how hard it is for people to stay calm, cool, and collected under stress. So I have a new team I'm working with. They're very young. And one of my reps today, or actually a couple of my reps, have actually had issues or breakdowns already. Handling the stress of sales, handling the numbers that are put in front of them. Now, I'm in no way, shape, or form am I a micromanager. However, there are minor metrics I need to meet. And when the one rep is questioned about what happened during the day, they get flustered and upset. When you dig in a little deeper, it's actually a time management problem, meaning they're not managing their time the right way so that they're organized. When they first get in the morning, they're doing these 3 things on their checklist to get it done, or they're doing what they have on their to-do list, the first 3 things to get done really quickly so that they can stay ahead of the game. In reality, they are struggling to stay ahead of the curve. So that's number 1. Number 2 is you can only control what you can control. Another person came to me, said, I need this done by this department and they're not getting it done. Great. If you can't get it done up to a certain point and you're pushing on your end and you can only push so much, hand it off to me. That's decentralized command. Up to a certain point, you can't do it, then call me in, I'll bring in the big guns, right? The other thing is, what else could have you done? You can't control that controllable. You need to organize your day better. You know, I think that's the same thing for your business as well as, what's up, Joe? Good to see you on here, buddy. Frank, good to see you on here as well. Danny Moran. That's the issue. And I think the same thing goes with leadership. And then when I questioned these people, they got upset. And I'm like, why are you getting upset? I'm here to support you and help you grow and be a better salesperson and eventually be a better leader. So how do we do that? You have to show that you're supporting them and you're there to help them grow and give them insight along the way. And that's what I did. And I think have a calm, cool approach in everything you do, or that normal face when things go bad. Even as a leader, things are going to come down on you. You need to react, make a decision, find your azimuth on that compass and go. And that's what I preach to people. And that's what there's no reason to sweat the small things. And anybody who knows me knows I have a pretty short temper. But at the end of the day, there's a time and a place for it. And if you can't control it, then it's not the right position for you. If you're getting frustrated because you're hitting your head against the wall constantly, then it's time to take a different approach. And I will say this about the new sport that I've adopted, jiu-jitsu, is that I feel like it's opened up new neural pathways in my head on how to adjust fire and to take on new challenges as they come, right? Because it happens a lot. So the challenge is presented to me, fine, let's take a step back, analyze what we have in front of us, make a decision, and go. And I think it's helped me a great deal. And the same thing with the sport. It's like you're trying to get, an arm bar, and you can't. So you try to do something else. You don't work that, you try something else. So it's the same thing with business, right? You're trying all these different things so that you can grow your companies. You're failing quickly so you can advance fast. And in sales, the same thing. Well, what's your tactic? How are you getting in front of this? Have you reversed engineered that client so you know what they're thinking when you walk in the room? How are you able to think on their level so that you know the questions that they're going to have or the challenges they're going to have, so you have the solutions beforehand? So, I make my reps build a persona for each person within their chain so that they know, hey, if I encounter this person, what's important to them? If there's one below them, what's their challenge? Above them, what's them? What are their goals? What do you think their goals are? How are they measured? What's a success for them? What's not successful for them? Connecting that all together makes it easier for you to have a conversation because you've done your research beforehand. And then when you start throwing hooks out there and saying, hey, how can we help you grow your brand or help you grow your company without knowing the solution behind it? So, sales, leadership, business as a whole is a large psychology game. And, I think you have to take some psychology courses or even understand psychology in some way, shape, or form, or even social psychology to be a great leader, a great business person, or a great salesperson, or a sales leader at that. So that's my quick rant for the day, is stay cool, calm, and collected under stress. When you're working under stress, take a step back, analyze what's in front of you quickly, make a decision, and move. In rugby, you find a hole, you take a shoulder, and you pick it and go, right? The same thing in business. You have a decision to make. What are we going to do? Here's our 2 or 3 options. Great. Option number 2 seems the one with the least risk. Let's go. Or in sales, hey, these guys are answering my phone calls. The top 20% are answering my phone calls. I'm going to nurture them. I'm going to spend more time with them, become more ingrained with them. And then, if I can get an opportunity with option number 2, I'm going to go after that one too. Hey, Matt, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're well, mate. And that's it. So that's my thing. Learn to be a good team player. Understand how to stay calm, cool, and collected. Pick your holes or your gaps and shoot them hard. And then just take a step back, make a decision and go, right? Or find your compass in military transition and find your azimuth and go. That's all I got today. Doc Abrams out. Make sure you ring the bell every day. Cheers.